Hello Internet Allies, how are you doing? So recently I've been thinking about what my red flags are and what my green flags are, and in this video I want to talk about what my red flags are when I look for like a relationship, friendships, jobs, etc, etc. I'm going to be quite as general as possible, but I also wanted to like open up discussion about what other people's red flags are. I'd be very interested to hear them down below. Anyway, with that said, here we go. So here are like 5 of my red flags. So 5 of my biggest red flags. So my first red flag is poor communication. So basically, if people can't communicate with me or don't communicate with me well, I find that really, really difficult, especially as an autistic person. I think communication is one of my greatest values because I need to know like where I stand with people, and also to be reassured that everything's fine and that people are happy with me. And also it just gives me an idea of basically what people are thinking and stuff like that. And I think it helps me to basically bond with people if they're good communicators as well, and they let me know what's going on. You know, I do value great communication, and if people can't communicate with me, then that is a problem. That is a huge red flag. And I don't really feel like I can bond with people if they don't communicate with me. And also, you know, it kind of limits the trust I have in people. And, you know, I hate being left like in the dark, kind of having to like second guess what people are expecting of me or what people want from me or whatever. Or they just don't let me know what's going on when there's information I really need to know sometimes. And it's sometimes like really important information. It's not necessarily that people need my permission to do stuff, it's that I could just do with knowing. Even though I do think that my communication skills have improved over the years, I still need other people to communicate their wants and needs with me. So my second red flag is people who don't make the effort with me or expect me to make all the effort. Now, no relationship, friendship, job, whether that's platonic, romantic, professional or otherwise, no relationship like that works if both people aren't willing to put in the effort. And sometimes what really frustrates me is that sometimes I felt like, you know, I'm the one that has to like make all the effort to communicate with people or to keep in touch with people or to like chase information up, and that's not really fair. And also when people don't make an effort with me, it also makes me feel like I'm not valued by them as well, you know, which can be really hurtful, especially if I'm putting in lots of effort to communicate with someone or if I'm like basically just doing my best to basically make people happy as well. Sometimes, you know, I will need that kind of like reassurance, and sometimes I might need, you know, just to kind of show that I'm appreciated as well, to be honest. And if people don't make the effort to do that, then that is a huge red flag. And like I say, you know, I think in terms of like planning things as well and communication, if I'm the one that's making all the effort, whereas I'm always one initiating plans or paying for things, then yeah, that is a huge red flag. You know, I do expect, like, you know, with anybody, you know, as much effort from the other person than that I kind of give to them. So my third red flag is people who discriminate against anybody really, to be honest, regardless of whether that's race, gender, sexual orientation, disability, whatever. I'm autistic, I'm pansexual, so I know how it feels to be discriminated against, and it does not feel great at all. And if people are discriminatory towards other people, even if it is something like, you know, using the word gay or autistic like as an insult, as a derogatory term, that is a huge red flag, and that does quite offend me, to be honest, when people do that. I really don't like that at all, and there have been times in the past where I wish like I spoke out more about when people do that, because that is not okay. I mean, it's 2021 and, you know, I think there's still people that do that, and that really bothers me. And people should really know better and do better. So my next red flag is basically people who are either overly negative or critical towards you or other people, or both really, to be honest. Especially if these people don't work on themselves. This may seem a little bit hypocritical because this video is all about red flags and stuff, but when people are overly critical, that it's not a nice thing to be around. You know, if people are always criticizing you without really giving you any like credit or like saying like anything positive about you, you know, it can be so damaging to your self-esteem being around people like that or working with people like that. And what I really hate is when I've brought up when people have been overly critical in the past, to basically try and give me credit where it's due and stuff like that, and to try and, you know, kind of, you know, acknowledge, you know, the good stuff I'm doing as well, the positive stuff I'm doing. You know, they'll kind of flat out refuse to do that, and I find that really difficult, to be honest. I can't be around people who are always trying to put me down and stuff like that. I mean, you know, for so many years I've done this to myself a lot, and, you know, it's only really recently, like over the past couple of years, where I've learned not to do that, because, yeah, it doesn't make me feel great. And, you know, I think the reason I did it with maybe is because it wouldn't hurt as much if when other people did it, but it still hurts when other people do it. So yeah, it just isn't great for my self-esteem, basically being around people like that. Okay, so my final red flag is basically when people are like really condescending, like they talk down on you like they're better than you. Now, I am a firm believer in like equality. I feel like everybody is born equal and stuff like that, and everybody deserves to be treated with respect. And yeah, if somebody talks as if like they're better than you, or like had more experiences than you, or had a better life than you, or whatever, or brags about like, you know, being able to make more friends, being more sociable or whatever. Yeah, everybody has their own strengths, everybody has their own weaknesses. When people act condescendingly towards me, it's very damaging to my self-esteem, and yeah, I just don't appreciate being spoken down to. Like, you know, just because I may not have had as much experience as some other people, you know, maybe I'm not as successful in my career as other people, maybe I'm not as experienced with friendships and relationships as other people, but that doesn't make me any less of a person. And I really hate when people do talk down to me because I may not be as experienced as them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, but please let me know in the comments what some of your red flags are. I hope you're on a wonderful day, and until next time, keep smiling. Bye bye.